quick preamble, folks, before we get into it. This battle report isn't our usual turn-by-turn kind of setup. It's actually an entire game that we recorded live over YouTube. So you've pretty much seen the whole game with a little bit of editing. So it's a bit something different, and we're going to maybe work on that format for this type of game. And apologies for the sound in the face-to-face parts coming up, but I've had to do a bit of re-editing. Oh, and by the way, the game's a bloodbath. Welcome back to the channel and to another battle report, folks. Tonight I am playing Soren, who you can see over my shoulder on the screen there. The plan was to have Soren plus his dice on the live stream during the game for the most involvement, but the computer said no. It worked okay in the weekend, but as soon as we went for a live recording, the stream started to get buffering and delays, and if you get a long delay between what I'm saying and showing my opponent and what they're seeing on screen, it doesn't work. It starts to fall to pieces. So you won't unfortunately get to see me and Soren on screen together until and at the start and at the end, basically. So Soren, could you maybe tell us a bit about yourself and what it is that you've been doing in the Flames of War community?
Hi everybody, I'm Soren. I'm a Dane living in Iceland and a proud member of Burning Bridges. We have a wargaming club playing Team Yankee and Flames of War every Wednesday at our local shop. So if you ever drop by in Iceland, just give me a call and we figure something out. I've been playing Flames of War and Team Yankee for 5 years, came in the end of version 3 and have been wargaming heavily ever since. It's my great passion. So tonight I'm going to try and give Frank a bloody nose when his Russians are going to take on my German Bagration troops. So wish me luck, guys.
If you don't follow Burning Bridges on Facebook, folks, you might want to give them a like. They've got a lot of interesting stuff. Soren as well is a really good painter. Give you a lot of inspiration for your own painting projects. And give them a like. I'll put a link in the description below. So we're going to have a look at the lists now. Soren's using German Bagration. So this is a proper German Bagration list, so it's really going to be good to see it in action. Soren, if you'd like to go over what you've got on your list and what cards you're using.
Yes, of course. Well, with Bagration out for the Germans, I thought it would be appropriate to give it a spin. This might not be the most competitive list you'll ever see, because it's all revolving around the two elephants. The plan is to start with the elephants on table and see if they can cause some damage to all the tanks that's going to attack me. Because if you get the elephants in from reserve, there'll be a long way driving and only getting one shot. So focus on two elephants on table. So I picked the Panzer Grenadier formation to go with it and use the 20th Panzer Division NCO shortage that makes everything a little cheaper. So I have a HQ with the Panzerfaust. I have 2 short platoons with Panzerfaust. I have 2 flame-throwing half-tracks and 2 heavy machine guns. So that's a discount of 2 points for every unit in the formation, but it comes as a cost. Every unit now has a 5+ counterattack, and the tactic rating is only a 4+, so they're worse than normal Germans. To make this a little better, I've picked the von Sauken command card. That's 4 points, but that will give every unit within command 2+ tactics, and it also lets me reroll a reserve dice every turn. So hopefully I can get the reserves in and assist those elephants. And what are you bringing tonight, Frank?
Okay. As Soren is playing a tank hunter kind of list from German Bagration, I've decided to bring lots of tanks. So it's not very subtle, this list. You can see lots of T-34s, and these are hero T-34s, so that I can take advantage of their crafty rule, which means I may be able to get myself into firing position or out of trouble in a way that one of the inexperienced guys are, who are going to be blitzing, for instance, on a 5+. And to keep the formation steady, because there's lots of small platoons in here, I've also got 6 mortars and a platoon of 7 hero submachine guns. So I could go down to just one platoon, or even just one single tank, and the formation will stay on the table. And then backing them up with a hero mortar rifle platoon, hitting on a 2+ on assault. That could be quite nasty if they live long enough to get that close. Soren has decided to defend the end of the table with a bombed out town. So we're laying out the deployment zones and the objective marker zones. And I'm messing about with cameras, which seems to be something that always happens at the start of a live stream. It's a bit of a technological nightmare, folks. When we have more than one person in the room, we can give a much better online experience. For just now, we'll keep sticking just to this recorded format. But I'm going through the deployment zone, pointing out the terrain features, where objectives might want to go, where there might be walls and such likes, hedges that maybe are a bit harder to spot. And then Soren has decided he wants his first objective down roughly here, and with a little bit of toing and froing, a bit of distant instructions given there, managed to get it in the right place for him. So he's put it right in the middle, which is in a good defensible position, but it can mutually support other objectives, you know, where I might be putting them down. So here's my objective going down. So as you can see, any minute now, you can hear the brain working away. I've stuck it in this front corner. I know wherever I put it, it's going to be minefields, so I'm maybe thinking I want the minefields over here. And indeed, there they go. Soren's wanting his minefields placed in such a way that I have to come out of cover to even before I go into them, so you can machine gun my guys to bits, which is a very sound practice. You should keep your minefields where you are able to give covering fire and bring the pain. Now is Soren's deployment. So he's got an infantry platoon getting placed out in front of the objective. There's some up against the cornfield, and then behind those, beside the craters, there is the rest of the platoon. Remember, these are short platoons. And then giving a thought as to where the other infantry platoon have got to go. There's an objective over beside the wrecked blue house, so he's putting a couple of guys in there, one in the road and then a couple on the other house. So that platoon is contesting 2 objectives. So a bit of a clean up. Oh aye, the big bad boys. Here come the elephants, looking for a good field of fire, so he can shoot through the tree line and over towards the line of hills. And then I'm using the camera to try and make it clear what line of sight he's got. Then quickly going through the deployment to make sure he's happy with how everything is placed. And that's where having this sort of a roving camera really helps when you're playing at a distance. So I'm just double checking my deployment zone. I'm going for 2 axes of attack here. I've got one coming down the near side and one going down the far side. I'm placing, can't really see it just now but because of the town, but I am placing most of my tanks, all but one platoon of tanks, in or behind the town. The other platoon is going towards the wood, and the platoons in the town are supported by the hero rifles, the platoon in the wood supported by the hero SMGs, and the mortars are squeezed in between the town and the wood. So here we go, folks, starting the game. I've got the force going for the near side objective, and that's a pretty tough call, a pretty tough task I'm asking of them, but I like to go for 2 objectives at once if at all possible. This force is really just going to be there to ensure that Soren cannot ignore that objective and has to commit some assets to to make sure I can't sneak up on it. Then on the other side I'm dashing. I've got one lot that can move up through the town, take advantage of the full 24-inch cross-country dash that these T-34s have got. The other lot are going to have to be doing cross-checks to get over some hedges. I'm mindful of the fact that Soren can be deploying ambushes at this point, but you know, there's not much I can do. I've got to go forward. That's me doing some cross-checks. It all went well apart from the company command who got stuck. Then after the tanks we've got the infantry moving up through the town using the buildings for as much cover as possible. Where the fight is between those bases so that I can get everybody if I range in that platoon. Right, but I'll need a 5. Right, I get a 3 and then I get a 5. Okay, so second attempt. Soren, see when you're rolling for stuff that's under a template, do you roll individually for each thing?
Not if they're all the same. Then right. Through all the dice.
Okay, so it's 5 guys, so I'll need a 5 to hit you. Second attempt, yeah? So I get a 5, and a 6, and the other ones will be misses.
Right. I'll be taking 3 saves.
Yep.
I get a 5, 1, and a 3.
Right, so
the middle guy, whoever he is hit.
Okie doke. So I'll need a 4 up.
Oh, hold on, Trent.
Yep.
Don't you have 6?
Oh, I do actually, yeah. Well, the firepower there was a 1, right? And so there was 2 missed. So I get a 5 and 4, so I get 1 more hit.
1 more hit. And it's a 1.
Right.
Still an all.
Firepower, a 2.
Do I want to pop my, unpin my unit?
Yeah. Your company commands within 6 inches. Yeah.
Oh, clever placement by me. It's a 1. It doesn't help.
But that's the kind of thing I would do in a situation like this. You've got to give if something's a millimetre out and you're playing remotely, I'm giving you benefit of the doubt. I'm saying he's within command distance, you know. Right. So that's it for motivations. You could be in short range. Let me see, I'm just going to actually put them down, right, to see if they can all get hull down on the hill.
Then I'm going to buy a hull down on the hill.
Let me see. Right, you could be hull down there because they're all on the hill and be in short range of the outside platoon.
Yes.
Right, and then see if I can get this camera in a position for your elephants. Now, that's looking out over the top. In fact,
so they can hit a couple of guys.
Yeah. Right, see there's your elephants there, see? So you can go for the guys beyond the hedge. They'll still have concealment, but because of the field, but you can get them.
That'll be fine.
Now, I'll just check the heavy machine guns. No, that's just so you're ready. The heavy machine guns threat range, okay?
Yeah. Their sole purpose is to kill people that run into the minefield.
Yeah. You've got to do it. You have to place your minefields where you can shoot the poor sods who's standing in them for a full turn.
Yeah. So my first roll for reserves.
Yep.
It's a 2, but thanks to Sauken, I can roll it again.
Oh dear.
Re-rolling reserves. It's a 2 again, so no reserves.
Yeah, I think you took the reroll literally there.
Nice.
Right. So.
So I will just be shooting.
Yeah. Right.
Shooting at short range with 3 Mortars.
Yep. Just in the open.
In the open short range, hitting your 3s.
Yep.
So I get 3 hits.
3 hits, okay. Oh, here's the thing, right? It doesn't really matter because it's only a platoon of 4, but some of them are going to be at the back at long range.
Yes.
So I can try and jump 1 to try and get 2 on the back at long range.
Yes.
Right. And I roll, sorry, I'm way off of the camera. I roll a 3, so they're okay. So 2 at the back and 1 at the front. I'll have to make a save. So the guy at the front will be taking anti-tank 12.
Yes.
Right. Okay, so
So the front guys need 6s.
6 for a bail. Oh. Right. So he's potentially bailed. And then the guys at the back, 6 would be safe. I get a 3 and a 6. So 1 chance to bail at the front one.
Failing on a 4+, the front one is bailed. Killing the back one on a 3+, 1 dead.
Right, so 1 dead, 1 bailed.
Yes.
Right. So sick. So right. Okay. Right.
16 to go.
What's next, sorry?
That's shooting elephants.
Right. Okay. So 5s.
Yes. 4 dice hitting on 5. Get 2 hits, a 5 and a 6.
Right. So I take it you're just going to stick them on the 2 guys at the end. They're the easiest ones to target.
Do you want to change anything with taking targets to somebody else?
Nah, to be honest, they're all pretty much the same there. So just 2 firepowers.
2 firepowers, and it's a 4 and a 5.
Right. 2 lasered tanks. Right, shooting and scooting and
Shooting and scooting the Mortars. They are not part of the company, so they still have a 3+ tactics and a 6.
right. How far back do you want them to go? Just 4 inches back
Max. Yeah.
so that they can blitz back up.
Yeah.
Right.
That would be nice.
And they'll still be in the cornfield, so they'll still get some cover. I'm just going to make sure they're all behind a hill. Right. Okay.
So
The only motivation will be to try and bail back in. And I get a 5. Son, are you in that Burning Bridges club?
yeah,
Is it you that does the painting?
that's me.
That's very nice.
Thank you. Right back at you.
No, it's really good characterful stuff. I'm going to keep pushing forwards. Going to move those T-34s up onto the hill and then move the back platoon behind them. They've moved them too far. Got to remember the difference between your cross country and your terrain dash, folks. And the company commands decided to get over that hedge, 2 hedges. And he's up where he's, as you will probably see, where he's going to need to be. And then the near force is moving into the woods. That's a little threat to that objective. I actually hope to kill the heavy machine guns with my T-34s, which might give me a chance to clear the minefields, or at the very least to force a response and some kind of allocation of resources from Soren. As you can see, my brain's working away like mad. And there go my cross checks. But now I'm in position to do some shooting against the Mortars. Just checking the infantry too, getting them into firing position. Not that they're going to hit much, but they need to keep up. We can't afford to hang back too much in this game, folks. Turn 6 is critical for this mission. What am I going to do now? See, I'm not going to make an omelette here without breaking a few eggs, you know. It's just a question of how many eggs do you actually want to break. How quickly am I going to run out of eggs, basically. Right. This is where I hope I can hit something. Now, if the Mortars are in short terrain,
they don't get concealment if
right,
you're shooting from the hill.
okay. So I've got a platoon of 3 and a platoon of 2, right? So the platoon of 3, oops, sorry, I got a 4, a 4 and a 5. So they're short range.
So 1 hit each.
Yeah. What's the armour on these Mortars?
Is it a 2 or a 1?
I think it's not as good as the...
It's not going to stop AT-12.
No. So I'll do firepowers.
Yep.
So I'll roll them, the one sort of like from me and further and away. So the first one closest is a 5, the next one is a 1, and the next one is a 6. So...
There's 2 dead guys and a bait out.
2 dead and a bailed. Right, and then, because I can't really hurt anything else, the platoon of 2, they'll have a go and they miss. Right, 3 and a 2. Right, the other ones don't have any eligible targets or they dashed, right? But over here, I'm going to, by the wood, sorry, I can't see over here. By the wood, I'm going to have a go at the heavy machine guns.
Yes.
Right. So just going to use main guns. So I'll need 6s.
Yep. See, done strong.
Right. No hits. And then the mortars. So there's 5 guys still there, eh?
Yep.
Right. Let me see. Right. 3 are missed, but as you pointed out, I get the re-roll. So 4 are hit.
4 hit. I'm rolling force. I miss one. And rolling again. And 2. You can kill 2.
2, right, let's see if this dud shells again. A 3 and a 4, so one of them's gone. Where do you want them from?
One of them's gone.
Do you want this house?
Oh. You just pick one.
I'll just take him. He's inside the building, that's his mistake. Right. So,
Perfect.
that'll be it. Oh no, sorry, I've got some infantry to shoot. There'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's a total of 8 infantry, so 1 in this blue, 4 in the red roof, and 3 outside. So that's 8. This is rifle shots. 1 second. Rifle shots at these guys. I think I can only maybe get the front 2 guys, right? So I need 6s, and I get 1. So 1 hit.
Saving 1 guy.
Yep.
Saving 1 guy. It's a 4.
Aye, so you're fine. Right. Over to you, Soren.
Oops, me. Thank you. So, unpinning the platoon that got hit by the mortars
Yep.
with a reroll from the commander, and I got a 6 and a 5, so they are
Right.
unpinned.
And then
Then I have a last stand on the Mortars.
we got Balin first.
3 plus. Okay, Bale is the 2, so he's not bailing.
Right.
So remount him. And running away, 3 plus, no, he's still there.
Still fine.
Then I get 2 guys in reserve. It's a 1 and a 2. Rerolling 1 of them, thanks to the command card. And it's a 3. It's getting better.
I think you're getting the luck that I had yesterday.
Maybe it's all part of my plan.
Oh, Saturday, I could get all your reserves on in one go. Arrive en masse, that's actually, it's a good way of doing it.
Well, yeah, it could be.
It's just as if we've actually got that much control over what's happening in the way. Right. So,
So I'm just going to shoot some elephants.
right. I'm at long range for both of them, right? You can go one way or the other. Here's the thing, if you chance a blitz, you can get into short range.
No. Yeah.
And you've got Von
That
Sauken.
sounds like a good plan.
You've got Von Sauken there, haven't you?
Yep. So at 2 plus for blitzing.
Yep.
I'm going to try and move 10 or 4 inches forward
Okie doke.
if I make the blitzing. It's a 3.
Right. So that'll get you into short range. The short range of the platoon, which has got 2 left. Still outside of short range of the ones in the wood. I can only get you on the side there, by the way, if I cross the minefields. I might be mad enough to try it, but you can also shoot and scoot.
I will hopefully shoot and scoot back.
Yes.
Well, you will have to turn the elephants so their main gun is pointing towards the guys I'm shooting at. So you should be able to get side shots.
Well, actually, yeah.
Away.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And then I'll just check here. Yeah, you've got 2 guys that are currently in range if you want to lift to go on the ground, but I don't know if that's...
I think I prefer being gun to ground.
Yeah.
So I am shooting elephants at you have a platoon of 2 and a platoon of 4.
Platoon of 2 is at short range, and a platoon of 3 is at long range.
Okay. Then trying to kill the 2 tank platoon.
Yeah, because they're concealed, so you need force to hit.
So yeah. So hitting you on force.
So 1 firepower.
1 firepower. It's a 6. 1 burning tank.
So 1 will be last standing. Right.
So I will try to shoot and scoot away my elephants.
Yep.
And it's a 6.
Right, so go back to where you were. So you do your last stand. Accompany commands. Maybe you can see him with the red flag is within command distance.
Yep.
So
I can see him.
I'll just roll 2 dice. A 3 and a 4.
Knife needing a 4.
Yeah, so I just made it. So he's alive for 1 more turn. Anyway. Okay. Right. Right. Right, I'll start with shooting, right? I might as well do the mortars first, eh? So, 4 bases under the template now. I need to get myself a box so I don't have to roll these on the table. There's 1 I have to re-roll. Nah, so 3 hits.
So 3 hits. 1 fail and re-rolling those. Only 1 fail.
Okay.
The guy furthest to the right.
In the grey house.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So, I got a 4, so he's away.
He's away.
Right, a second, just getting some dice. Right, the T-34s are going to go for the heavy machine guns. So I need 6s. I get 1.
Here's 1. Saving. It's a 3.
Yeah, that could take all day. Right, then I just want to do a quick bit of measurement for what I'm in range of on this hill. Right, I'll start with a single tank. It's going to try to hit the surviving murder. It rolls a 2 and a 5, so that'll be 1 hit and straight to firepower. I get a 3, so he's away.
He's away.
And then the platoon is off. Platoon of 3 has got some of these guys in short range, so I'll do 6 main guns and get no hits. And then the scary bit, see if I can shoot and scoot, right? So the platoon of 1 gets a 6 and the platoon of 3 gets a 1. How can it not be the other way around? So one guy's going to back off 4, but they're staring at elephants, wondering what those big nasty big long things are sticking at the front. Right. And the other platoon of T-34s, they've not really got anything to shoot at. One's right on the far side, so they're just going to stay on the ground. So that would be, that's it.
Then I'll be unpinning the infantry in the middle.
Yep.
The reroll. It's a 5 and a 6, so they're good.
And then your horde of Panzer IVs.
Rolling its turn, what?
This is turn 3, so 3 dice.
So 3 dice. So a 6
which of your Panzer IV types do you want?
I think I would like the veteran ones.
Right. Now,
Can you show me how far they can get if they just drive at seconds?
oops, right. This is the, I'll put it right on the edge. This is your tactical, right? I know.
Yeah. Just, okay. So that's it. And how far to the tanks from the hill?
Right. The tanks, let me see now. So if you tacticaled, from where you can see them, because this hill's blocking line of sight a bit, so let me see, so 16, you're not going to make short range this turn. See, short range is there.
Yeah. Well, I think yeah. Just drive it through the town. Just get them on the roads and get into town.
Right.
Trying to stay out of the...
Right, you've got no worries about line of sight. I'm not going to get into a position to be able to shoot you from anywhere except on the road, and I don't think I'm going there, right? So you could just shoot up the road. What's your road dash?
Oh, that's a good question. Hold on. I would like to get behind the red house. The
Yeah,
objective house. The red
Yeah.
objective house. The road dash is 20 inches.
20. Right. I'm going to put a tank down to show you, because let's say you go two abreast. This is where you could be. You can't be shot from here or from here. I'd have to move right around to the front. So that's probably, you could try to follow me as well, but that's where you would be.
That's where I could be. That's fine. Just put them there.
And do you want to follow me?
Yeah, let's do a follow me. 3 plus.
And is this,
Not good enough.
right, okay, this is the, well you're fine. I would have to be away over here, and there's no way I can, you'll see in a second, no way I can get there, you know.
But you need to move the commander of my Panzer IV platoon. Because he was trying to do a follow me.
Right, so I'll just tuck him in. I'll tuck him in that way. That way he's less of a target.
Yep.
Right.
Okay. Then I'm going to shoot with the elephants.
Right. Just like before, you're currently at long range. You could only get one into short range with a shooting scoot. Sorry, with a blitz. I don't know if you want to try it for getting one in short range or just shoot it along.
Well, can I move sideways? Will that help? Do I get into a crater? Do I need to take a cross check if I move sideways?
Well, see, the one on, I'm pointing at just now, wait till it catches up, right? See that one there, he can blitz, right, and get in short range, but he's more than 20 inches away, whatever way. I mind you.
Okay.
No, you can go sideways, yeah, you're totally. Right, if you went sideways, no. Sideways, you've got to move forward. You know, sideways isn't actually getting you any.
Then I prefer being there, not getting shot in the side by the other
Yeah, and you know, if you hit me, you're still going to kill me. Cup half full.
So, so looking for 5s.
Yep.
I get 2 6s.
Bollocks. 2 5 powers in.
So, 2 5 powers and a 5 and a 6.
Well, that'll be another platoon. Right. Anything else?
No.
Right, so
I'll just inside.
no shooting and scooting or anything, so
No.
right. Okay, so let's do a wee state of play then, right? Just so you're fully up to speed on where everything is. So these guys here in the wood, I'll wait for it to catch up, they've just kind of stayed put there now, right? The mortars as they are, and then I've got small blue roof, small red roof, and off to the side is infantry. And then I've got a company command, beside him is a single surviving tank, in front of him is a single surviving tank, and then beside him is 4 more tanks. So I'm running out of eggs for this omelette. Right, so that's where I am at. And then you've got, these guys are worn down a wee bit. Otherwise that's it. Oh, the Mortars, sorry. Otherwise that's it. Right, so I've got last stand to do. The one that's behind the hill rolls a 1, but the company commander's there and I roll a 4. Right, and then the one on the hill rolls a 4. So they're staying, but to what end? Okay, so right, the company commander's moved up with these 2 lame ducks. They're behind the hill.
Yeah.
Right, so can't see you, can't see me, and so forth. Sheesh, right. So the mortars again. So the 3 bases still under the template. A 3 and a 4, so 2 re-rolls, 2 and a 1. Only 1 hit.
Only 1 hit.
Yeah, but there's only 3 left now, so it's getting trickier to get them.
Okay. So rerolling. 6, you can kill him.
4, yeah.
1 and 2.
So which one, do you want the guy in the red house?
Yeah, that's fine.
Right, and then
How many is left?
2.
2.
So
So
that
last standing.
they'll be checking, but the company commands nearby. So my T-34s against your heavy machine guns again. I'm still optimistic. Got 3 hits that time.
Yeah.
So 2 on 1, 1 on t'other.
Okay, so saving 2 on 1, 5 and a 1, you can kill him, and the single guy
Right, a roll, a 2 and a 3. Okay, so one's away anyway. Right. Oh, and then my infantry, there's a, let me see, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Right, there's going to be 22 shots coming from the front of the town into your infantry platoon. There's only a couple of them in range. So I'm going to roll this lot twice, needing 6s. So there's 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. So three saves each, basically.
Yep. So first guy, 5, 5, 6. And second guy, 6, 3, 2. You can kill him once.
A 2, so he's alright.
But they're pinned.
Pinned, yeah. Pinned but unconcerned. That'll be me.
That'll be it.
Yeah.
So I have a pinned unit with 2 teams left. So last standing with a reroll. It's a 1 and a 3. So that's good. And unpinning with a reroll. A 4 and a 4.
Right. And then the heavy machine gun.
Heavy machine gun. The last stand. It's a 4.
So he's fine. And
And
that's it. Oh, did you? No, so,
the other, yeah, unpinning the other infantry platoon, the big
Yeah.
one. With a reroll, it's a 6 and a 4, so they're good.
they're fine. Right.
And I'm 4 dices for reserves. I get a 6, a 1 and a 2 and a 2, rerolling another one, and it's a 2. So I get 1 platoon. So I'm taking the SS Task Force.
Right.
They will be doing the same move as the other infantry, no, the other tank platoon.
Right. So I'll leave them just now, and you can. I'll take this house out of the way. So
Yeah. Okay, so the veteran Panzer IV platoon,
yep.
they are gonna try and drive tactical so they get shots at the T-34s in the forest.
Right. Okay. So they're going to come this way. Right. Okay. Let me see. Okay. So you want to get some cover and be at short range.
Prefer using the houses and shooting.
Right. Let me see. Right.
It doesn't matter if it's short range.
Okay. Right. So let's see. So 2 shooting through that gap.
Okay?
Then you could put 1 here and 1 here for cover.
Yeah?
Right.
Very good. Perfect.
Right. Right, and then the other platoon, you just want to kind of replace.
They're just gonna try the same move as the other platoon did. Try to do a follow me, get behind the red house.
Okay, so this will be your dash move,
Yep.
and then follow me.
Follow me. So you move the commander 4 inches
Yep.
straight ahead, no turning and twisting, and then keep rolling, get the 5. So everybody's moving.
Okay. Right, how's that look for you? I'll get the.
That's perfect.
So that's what you've got now there then in the way of Panzer IVs.
Yep.
Right.
Then I would
Okay.
run into the red building. So he's in command of, in range of both Panzer IV platoons and the elephants.
Yep. He's fine there.
Okay. And trying to blitz the two elephants so they can shoot through the tree line and shoot into the T-34s in the woods.
Okay, doke.
So blitzing on a 1, so they are blitzing nowhere.
You do still have line of sight on some gone to ground T-34s.
Then they're gonna try and shoot that.
Right.
Or maybe not, because then they're gonna turn side to the T-34s in the forest.
Okay, I'll show you my...
But they can try. I can try if they move tactical, so they're further than 2 inches away from the tree line. So you can shoot through the tree line.
How do you play tree lines? You play them as blocking line of sight, like I would.
Yeah, tall. Yeah. How do you play them?
To be honest, because they're not solid, we would just play it as concealment, but I'm happy to play it how you would play it. So,
It's fine. Just leave the elephants where they are.
right, you'll get 2, if you don't move them, you're going to get 2 shots each anyway, aren't you? Even with a field.
They're gonna turn. Yeah. They have to turn to.
But you'll be okay. Let me see. If I turn the face. No, I see what you mean, right. There's a couple. No, in fact, they can all see you.
Yeah.
You're going to need a lot to hit those T-34s over in the field. Because,
I'm just gonna stay safe. Just leave them so that I can't get killed.
yeah.
So, can the elephants shoot at the T-34s in the forest?
Yes.
One can.
I would say one can, other one's got to fire over. So one can shoot the forest, one could shoot up the road at the infantry.
Just leave one guy. So I'm gonna shoot with the one guy that can shoot, taking the penalty from the blitz.
Okay, doke.
Fatal blitz.
So I'm long range concealed, so it'll be 6s with a penalty.
Yeah. So he gets in full rate of fire, so 2, looking for 6s. And a 6 and a 4.
Bugger, right. So firepower,
Firepower at 4 plus.
which one do you want to go for?
The one furthest to north. Or
Okay,
the
doke.
middle of the table.
Yeah, I don't think it... well, actually, you want to try and put it on somebody else because that's going to restrict your field of fire for the Panzer IVs.
Okay.
So,
So you're gonna try to mistake a target to that
yep,
guy.
I roll and I get a 6.
Yep.
So I want to stick it on him, which means one of your Panzer IVs isn't going to have a target.
Can't shoot. Yeah, it's fine. So 3 Panzer IVs shooting at the T-34s.
Well, let me see, there's one. One of them is in short range,
Okay.
2 at long.
So 1 hitting on 4s and 2 hitting on 5s.
Yeah.
So a 4, that's a 4, and 2 5s, a 4 and 5. So 2 hits,
Right.
1 on short and 1 on long.
Right, just stick it on the 2 in the middle. So the short range one rolls a 1, the long range one rolls a 4, so that will be, that'll be okay.
A possible bait.
Is it? I like possible bail and a possible kill.
Yeah, so possible kill is a 6, and a possible bait is a 6.
So we better get back in next time. Right. So there'll be no shooting and scooting. Your heavy machine gun, it's not got any targets.
No, we'll just take our ground and the infantry will do the same.
Right, okay, I'm just going to press that camera. Right, so I'm getting gulped here. So the T-34 in the woods, to see if he gets back in. He does, so at least I'll be able to get some shots back. Right, and then I've got last stand to do. So there's 2 last stands over here, right? So I'll just roll 2 dice. So a 5 and a 3, so that's okay. And then a 6 and a 3. So they stay in. T-34s, there's 2 of them. They're going to shoot at your Panzer IVs, and I'll be able to get one of them in short range. So I'll need 5s. Just the one. So it's got to go on the guy I targeted. So this wee guy here.
Yeah. So, rolling a save. Is that even possible?
Yeah. You're 6 against 12.
Oh, a 6.
No bollocks. Right, my firepower is a 6, so you're at least bailed out. Right. Now, on the other side, I'll have 2 shots at short range looking for 4s, and 1 with a penalty for the failed blitz for 5s. Yeah?
Yeah.
So the 4s is a 5 and a 6.
Ooh.
And then the 5 is a 1. So 2 saves.
So I need 5s too.
What's your side armour?
7.
Is it 7?
Should be. Unless they did something magical. Yes, side of here 7.
Used to be 8.
2 dices.
Yeah.
It's a 1 and a 4.
Right, so 2 chances to kill.
2 chances to kill. Now it's time to show firepower.
Now it's time to have a wee bit of luck. So the first one, nearest you, and nearest me, a 6 and a 2.
Okay.
So
Baby.
that,
And a blown up.
that's probably as much, that's more than I could hope to get, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I only had 3 shots. Right. Then the guys on the hill, I'll be able to see around. Just, you know, there's too many tanks to be completely hidden from them. One of them, I reckon, can only see out when it's concealed, but I think the other ones can shoot past that concealment, if you see what I mean. I'll try and move the camera.
It's fine, I trust you.
You can see the line extends down so that one of them I'll be shooting concealed and the other 3 will be shooting in the open. So the concealed one will need a 6.
The concealed will be needing
Oh, right, okay, well I got a 3 anyway, so... Right, these are just the train guys. The other guys get a 4, a 5, and a 1, so 2 hits.
2 hits. At long range, short range?
Long range.
Okay, so I'm 7, so I'm looking for 5s again. 1 and a 2.
Right, okay, so... firepower, 4, and a 6.
2 dead airheaded guys.
Right. And then the mortars. So there is von Sauken and 2 bases infantry underneath the template for the mortars, right?
The second in command, didn't he follow?
Did you want him to follow? Right. Sorry.
Yeah, so Van Sauken doesn't die.
Yeah. No, that's totally understandable. Right. So I roll to hit against von Sauken in the second in command.
Yep.
So I get a 5. Oh, sorry. I get a 5 and a 6. And then against the platoon, I get a 2 and a 2, but I'll get my rerolls. A 4 and a 2. So 1 hit in the platoon and 1 and 2 on the company command.
Okay, so saving the platoon, it's a 6 and a 2. You can kill that guy.
I get a 6.
And for Sauken, okay, so 1 dead guy.
Yep.
And the HQ with a reroll, that's a 5 and a 2. And the second in command is a 6 and a 2.
Right.
You can kill both
So
HQ units.
von Sauken I get a 4, another guy I get a 4. But you're still within 6 inches of the grenadier platoon, so you do not get a warrior save.
Yeah, I get a warrior save. So I'm just going to pick the guy that's the last stand guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 3 plus, hopefully, 4 plus.
Right.
So Van Sauken is alive.
Right. And then I've got to try and... What a bother. See, I'm thinking, do I shoot and scoot these guys? But then you're just going to machine gun my infantry to bits or your tanks. So I think they're just going to have to stay put. So that'll be me.
That'll be you. Cool.
So,
I have Van Sauken is pinned down.
yeah.
So unpinning himself. 3 plus and 3 plus. That's not enough.
He's in the right place, so he's...
Then we have yes. Then I have a babe out Ferdinand.
Yep.
So with a reroll, it's a 5 and a 4.
So he's back.
That jumps in. Oh, and the last stand. That's a 3 and a 4.
Phew. I was hoping he would be gone, to be honest.
And the babe out.
Yeah.
That's a 4. How far is he from Sauken?
He's close enough.
Get a reroll. So 2 dice getting in. A 2 and a 5. So they jump in.
Oh, your heavy machine gun.
Last stand heavy machine gun. It's a 5.
Right.
So. Alright. There's one, the veteran task force. There's one guy that can't shoot at the tanks.
At the moment there's 2 because you killed what you could see.
Okay. So the guys have to move to get somewhere else.
Yeah, but at the moment you've got a tank which has got line of sight at short range, which is kind of in your way.
Yeah, I was thinking about blitzing them.
Yeah. Blitzing would...
Sauken should be,
Sorry, 1 second.
should be close enough.
Yeah. Right. There's one guy who won't get line of sight with a blitz, but two you can get.
Yeah.
The guy at the back's too far.
I'm needing to get the roadblock
Yeah.
out of the way. So blitzing, it's a fall, so they can move.
Now,
So if you move the roadblock out of the way, just
right, don't want to block him.
next to the house.
I see, right, gotcha. Right. Then you can blitz one.
Yeah.
Well, you can blitz one,
Move the other.
but then he can't get past, so...
He needs to drive. So two guys just drive out so they can machine gun infantry.
Right.
Move him a bit further.
You've
He
got...
has to drive as well.
And you've got one guy at the back who could blitz forward into short range. It won't be in cover, but it'll be in short range.
Yeah, that would be nice because the other guy is in the open anyway. So blitz him into short range.
Yep. So you've got two in short range, one moving, one full rate of fire, with full rate of fire, and then two
Yeah.
who've got options of tanks or infantry.
Yeah. Then I think we need to get the SS guys.
Yeah.
They can shoot what?
At the moment, one of them can shoot a T-34. One of them's stuck
Can you
behind...
shoot the company command? Can you shoot company command and the two other guys?
Yes.
Yes. So you'll just have to do that, and then the other guy who can shoot, he will have to move.
Yeah. You could...
He is not in range for. Yeah.
No, he's not within 6 of von Sauken.
No. So it's a 4+
Yeah.
the blitz. Then I just prefer moving him.
Yeah, I think so. So he can move, keep himself concealed from the guys on the low ground anyway. Oops.
Yeah. If he can get all the way to the next to the church.
Yep.
So he's move him further. So he's
Gotcha.
half behind the church.
So he's got tall terrain, yeah.
So he gets concealment from the guys on the hill
Gotcha.
because he's half behind the door. Alrighty? Perfect. Then I need to blitz my Ferdinand.
Hmm.
It needs to swing around and shoot at the guy that shot his friend.
Okay, he's right beside von Sauken.
Yes. So a 2+, and he gets a 6.
Right. Now then.
So just move him. Yeah. Just so he can shoot back at the 3 guys that shot him.
Yep, he's within short range.
Yeah. And hopefully still in range of Sauken.
He is.
Perfect. Now, infantry guys, what do we need to do with you? Can you send one guy running towards the 3-tank platoon so he can shoot a Panzerfaust and maybe assault?
Right, okay, so to put a guy into this field, right, so he can get with...
Not too close to the guys on the hill. I would prefer him being further away than.
Sorry, you hope, right, you've got to watch you don't block line of sight. Let me see. Right, so that way, if you're here, you don't block. Well, no, you're going to block. You're going to restrict the fire off the elephant. I'll try and show you.
Yeah, then just put him within 10 in the cornfield. In the wheat field.
Just within 4 inches and no more.
Yeah, so he can assault.
Haha.
Yeah. Will they get defensive fire on the hill?
One of them will. If you're going to attack the end guy, you will. Let me see. If you go like outside of the cornfield, then if the middle guy's still alive, you can assault him without any counterfire.
Yeah. That's perfect. Perfect.
Right.
Okay. That will be it.
So shooting.
So shooting. Starting with the Pacifist guy.
Okay. In a 4 then.
So, yeah. Needing a 4, getting a 3. So no Pacifist guy. Then the SS Paciforce.
Okay, so you can see.
3 dice on force.
Yeah.
One guy will be shooting at the one will shoot at the guy furthest to the left,
Yep.
or maybe they should just shoot at the HQ, because then I can shift it to other platoons as well.
Well, yeah, but I'll only shift to one guy.
Yeah, that's
But
okay. So 2 dice on the guy furthest to the left, and 1 dice on the guy in the middle.
okay.
So furthest to the left is a 3 and a 1, so nothing, and 1 die in the middle is a 5.
Right.
The guy in the middle is hit.
I roll a 5, so that's a chance to bail.
Yeah. And it's a 1, so nothing.
So the big bad Ferdinand's got to come in and have a go.
He's gonna save the day. Yeah. So he's just gonna shoot the HQ,
Yeah.
and he gets a 5.
Just a 1 hit.
Trying. Yeah.
Right.
And trying to blow it off. It's a 1. So the HQ guy's failed.
Well, what I was going to do there is I was going to attach him to a nearby. I was going to see if I can shift it onto him, right, onto one of the ordinary guys, and I get a 5. So hold on a second. I mean, this guy at the end is bailed. Right.
Yep.
So
Then we have some machine guns. The heavy machine gun. Gonna shoot infantry.
right.
6 dices.
Yep.
Hitting on 3. Targeting the commissar if you have one.
Yep.
And 5 hits.
Right, so I'll be in this bubble here, right? These guys here. So the guy at the front, I roll. Here we go. I roll a 2. The platoon commander, I roll a 1. Commissar, I roll a 4. Guy behind him, a 1, and behind him a 1. Oh my goodness, man! See what I said about running into minefields and getting shot?
Oh, you forgot to take skill test from the guys running into the minefield.
That would have happened last time, right? Okay, so I'll do one for the commissar. He rolls a 6, and the other 3 get. Oh, sorry, I could have done with these before. Get so I got a 6 for the commissar, a 6, a 6, and a 5.
Perfect.
So just swap over the command figure. Right, next.
So you have, what, 4 guys left in the minefield?
4 guys left, 1 in one and 3 in another.
Okay, so I'm gonna shoot the Panther 4 guys. Two tanks on the T-34s and 2 guys machine gunning.
Okay, look. So the guys at the full rate of fire on the T-34s, yeah?
Yep.
Right, so force.
4 dice is needing 4.
Yeah.
And, 4, 5, 5, 6.
2 hits each. So, I need 60s to be safe then.
Yeah.
So the guy needs to edge. It's 2 fails, other guy. a fail and a bail. So 2 chances to kill the guy nearest the table edge.
Okay. A 6 and a 5.
So he's well dead. And a chance to kill another guy.
A chance to kill. That's a 1, so he's failed.
Right, and then a chance to bail.
And a chance to fail is 6.
Right, so he's got to do a motivation. He rolls a 2, so he's a goner.
So, then we get 8 dice of machine guns on the 4 guys left.
Okay, doc.
So, needing 3s. Oh, that was a lot of 1s. That's only 4 hits.
That's 1 each anyway. And that's 1 hit, 1 kill for these guys so far. Commissar rolls a 1, believe it or not. Guy at the front rolls a 3, guy behind him rolls a 2. It's ridiculous. There's 1 guy left alive.
1 guy left alive. That's the platoon commander.
Yeah, I only made
So
1 save. Sorry, 2 saves out of all them. He's superfluous. He's got no purpose, that guy.
I think the flank is secured.
Yes. Right.
So, I can try and shoot and scoot something, the Ferdinand.
Yeah.
But he's maybe okay.
I don't think
Is
it's
there
good.
any way you can get a flank shot at the Ferdinand?
No. I'm only just in. It's like. Well, sorry. No, because your infantry, if your infantry were not where they were, there's a potential for a blitz and then a move, but your infantry will block that.
Nice. So, who do I have contesting the objective in the red house?
Tanks, 2 tanks.
2 tanks.
Yeah.
Okay, but you're not within 10, so that might be good. I think I would like to try and shoot and scoot the infantry.
What infantry? In the field?
The
You're going to come back, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, the one left, yeah. So they can get into the craters.
Yep. So you're not within 6 of Sauken now.
No, so it's just a 4+.
Yeah.
And he gets a 4.
So what is it you want to move? Let me see. Remember, I've still got.
The 3 left, the 3 guys in the middle of the table.
Yeah.
Yeah. Move them into the craters close to the objective.
Yep. So you can contest the objective.
Yeah, and still be in bulletproof cover.
Yep. There you go. So they're all in bulletproof cover now.
And if you, yeah. Like that.
Right.
Nice. Thank you.
Anything else?
No.
Right. Well, I'm hoping I've run out of 1s. Right. So unpinning for this poor sod in the minefield. He doesn't like it. He rolls a 1. See if he stays. He doesn't like it. He rolls a 1. Right. Then bailed in. Try and bail in a T-34. I roll a 5. And then last stand for that T-34, I'll just roll 2 dice. I get a 4 and a 3, and then the other T-34 beside them, I get a 5 and a 3. So they are at least back in action. Not running away anyway. But I still can't do anything. Oh no, I've got to hope, pray that your elephant runs away, but even if it does, I don't think I'll have anything left to deal with it. Yeah. Thankfully I'm with an 8, at least just now anyway. Right. Mortars then. Start with the mortars, so what am I going to do? Suppose I'm going to have to... Yep. Okay, so von Sauken and half tracks. So von Sauken, he's hit. So save for him.
Save for him. It's a 1 and 6. You can kill von Sauken.
Get a 5.
Ooh, that hurts.
So that's something anyway. And then the half tracks, a 4 and a 5, so they're hit. Just don't get a 1.
And they roll a 3 and a 4.
Yeah, you're fine.
5.
Right, and then shooting. So starting with the guys up on the hill, it's time they earn their keep, going for your SS, Panzer IVs, needing 5s.
Yeah.
2 hits. Could have gone better. Look at all those 1s and 2s. So 1 each.
1 each, and I need 5 to equal. Get a 5 on the one at the church and a 2 at the other guy.
So chance to bail, chance to kill. Right. So the bail is a 5 and the kill is only a bail. So 2 bails, right? So that means I know what I'm doing with my my wee ranting surviving guys. So the company commando attach onto one of them. So roll 4 dice. Short range and concealed, looking for 4s.
Shooting. Who's he shooting?
It's shooting the SS tanks again. I'll just swing the camera around.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Yep, there we go. So I've got 3 hits.
Okay.
So
2 hits.
I'm not fussed, to be honest with you. I don't think it really matters too much. Oh no, in fact, well, I'm going to try and put the two hits on the guy beside the red house.
Okay. So the red house saves a 1 and a 1, and the church guy a 1.
Oh, right, you've got my dice. So the red house, he's a goner. The church is just bailed again.
Okay. So he's double bailed. So remounting on a 2+, it's a 4. He's good.
Right, okay. That could have gone better. Oh, that shooting. Right, I just got to check to see who has actually got some shots over here, right? Right, see my infantry, 2 are going to shoot forward at your infantry in the open, and then that'll leave 1, 2, 3, 4 who've got line of sight. I get you guys in cover. So the guys in cover, I get 2 hits. That's 2 6s, and the guy in the open, I get 2 1s. So 2 saves for the guys in the...
In cover.
Yep.
3 and a 6.
Right, fine. Right, and then I'm going to try and shoot and scoot. I'm going to be... the one that's furthest from a company commandant, he rolls a 1. And then the one beside him rolls a 2. The company command rolls a 1. Holy smoke! This is just like my other game, but at least in this game I've killed something. In another game I never even managed to kill anything. Right, okay, so I think, oh no, so the guys in the hill are going to try shoot and scoot. I'll get that on camera. They made it, 5.
Well done.
3 tanks.
or 8 inches from the objective. 3 tanks.
These guys.
So I need to get rid of 3 tanks. Okay, so let's start last standing.
Yep.
Or remounting. Remounting the SS guy.
Yep.
He remounts. Last stand the SS guy is the 6. He stays. Then we have a heavy machine gun guy. He stays on a 5. Then what?
Elephant.
Ferdinand.
Yeah.
Elephant. 3 plus, please. Ah! That was a 2. If you didn't hear it.
And Sauken's gone.
And Sauken is gone. So elephant goes away.
Yep. It's a bit late for me now, but it was still good to see.
Must be a lovely feeling. Okay. So
You need shots on these guys, yeah? So your veterans.
yeah, my veterans need to try and get shots at your 3 tanks.
Right.
So can they possibly drive somewhere and shoot?
You can. You could get, let me see now. Is it 5? Just going to do a bit of manoeuvring here so we can get to there. One of them I don't think is going to get in because he's not going to get close enough to the terrain.
So that would help if they blitzed, but that's maybe overkill.
If you blitz, yeah, you would get another one in.
So right now you're getting hit at long range
Just long range.
and concealed.
I know, I mean,
Shooting through
well, there's
the craters,
the
right?
craters, yeah. The craters are the wreck.
Yeah. So you're hitting on 5s to begin with.
Yep.
So failing a blitz will make it 6
Yeah.
and still only 3 shots. So that's not worth it. So just move the last guy.
Okay. I'll just move him over a full tactical
Yeah.
and then I'll put it on the wee camera.
And try and run the heavy machine gun guy towards the tree line as well, so he can shoot at infantry.
Right.
Fit him in. Put him in a house somewhere. Or
Can get to the house. So it's got bulletproof cover. And then he can go for the infantry.
and you get something under the template.
True.
Now the 2 flamethrowers.
Yep.
Can you drive them so they can shoot machine guns at the infantry as well?
Okay. Right. Get them so they're not blocking your line of sight. It's going to be tricky to get them to shoot me in the open because you'll block the heavy machine gun.
That's fine. They can shoot concealed, just as long as they don't block anything else.
Right.
Nice. So what do we have left? Nothing.
Yep. Everything's that can shoot is in a position to clobber me.
That's just fine. I'll take the chances.
Right.
Okay. So starting with the SS guy.
Yeah. Need force.
2 shots.
Who are you going for the so?
Force.
You've got the company commander then.
Shoot the other guy because the company commander is in range from the Panzerfaust.
Yes. Right. Okay.
Shooting at the guy at the corner.
Okay.
So he's getting hit on force.
Correct.
2 guys. Oh, it's a 2 and a 3. So misses. So the Panzerfaust guy
Yep.
shooting at the HQ,
Yep.
needing a 3. He gets a 4.
Right. So what is your anti-tank on that? Right. I roll a 2 so you can gub them.
Okay, so a 5 plus, it's a 4 plus, he's failed.
Failed. That's 1 down.
Now I need a super dice.
Right, so next.
So, I think I would prefer shooting at the... need to think. I got 3 dice. Shoot 2 tanks. And they all have sealed. Okay, so 2 at the guy in the middle,
Right.
and 1 at the corner guy.
Okay.
Okay, so the guy in the middle, he's getting hit on 5s.
Yeah.
Long range and concealed.
Yep.
Okay, so 2 needing 5s, it's a 3 and a 4, and 1 needing 5s, it's a 2. So no hits.
They'll probably run away next turn.
I needed to, my infantry, they would have preferred, while the guy was pacifying, to shoot at yours.
Yeah, not a problem, yeah. So you can target me in the open, so you'll have 1, 2, 3, 12 dice.
12 dice. Here's 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Hitting of 3. I miss 1. 11 hits.
Bloody Nora. Now let me see now. Make sure there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did they lose one before? 1, 2. Where's them? Right. Everyone takes a hit. I think the commissar has been forgotten about somewhere. Right.
Take him out.
Now, watch me roll 11 1s and 2s. Right, so, front 2 guys. 2 2s. This is just beyond ridiculous. The next 2 guys, a 3 and a 1. Then the next 2 guys, including the commander, another guy, that's 2 saves. And then the commissar, it's a 5. The guy beside him though. Right. And then 3 over the hill. Another one away. That's pretty brutal. 5 out of 11, that's... My infantry just don't want to save today. Right, but good shooting anyway. Next, do you want to use the half tracks on them?
Half tracks would like to shoot.
Right, at least I've got concealment for these.
Yeah, you will get some concealment for those.
So,
Need to see what the rate of fire on flame half tracks. Is it 4 like every other half track?
not sure. There we go. 3.
3. So
Yeah.
6 dice. 6 dice.
Yep.
6 dice needing 4s to hit.
Yep.
And I missed 2, so 4 hits.
4 hits. Okay, you're going to target the commissar. I'll try and knock it off. I got a 6. So it's just going to be the 4 guys around them. So they're kind of stretched out. Whoops. So in a line, so I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. I actually made all them that turn. Right, so they're okay.
They're okay. They're quite pink.
When I say they're okay, they're wondering where everybody's gone, but other than that, they're fine.
Yeah, other than that, they're fine. So, if I shoot and scoop the infantry in the crater, can they get into the house?
I think
Get into the house.
2 of them can.
That's fine.
2 can.
Okay. Okay, then move 2 of them into the house.
Did you manage to shoot and scoop? them both? Do you want them both beside? You want them beside the objective because it's a template on the other half.
Yeah.
And then I'll just budge the other two up.
Yeah, then just pull the two guys outside, pull them away.
Away on the other side of the craters.
Yeah, so you can't assault those guys
Yeah.
and force the other guys to move.
What about the guy in the open? He's kind of.
He's kind of stuck.
You want him to leg it or just stay and be a nuisance?
No, just leave him.
Right.
He's blocking
Yeah.
you from driving.
Right, let's see if these guys leg it. So the company command for remounting, he gets back in.
Yep.
Then the guy beside him, I roll a 5 and a 4, so. And then the guy beside him, he's gone. 2 3s.
Gone.
Yeah.
Oh, finally.
Can't stay forever.
No. You did well.
Right, and then I've got to unpin the hero motor rifles. And I roll a 4. So they're okay. You never fired your heavy machine gun. Take a couple of shots with your heavy machine gun.
Couple of shots. 1 and a 6.
Right, the 6 will hit, and I roll a 1. Would you believe it? Oh. So another one away. I'll just take. Right, so they've got 5 left. Right, so what I'm going to do. Let's start with I'm going to try a blitz with a platoon that's down by the bottom of the hill. Oh, my dice have failed me miserably, so they'll just stay where they are, but it's not going to be hitting much. The other guys are just going to, whoops, got to pay attention to this camera. The other guys are just going to be staying put. So, I've still got much left. Starting with the, right, starting with the infantry. I want to shoot your infantry that are beside the destroyed Ferdinand, okay? So I reckon I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 bases I can shoot and you'll be concealed, so I need 5s. Oops, sorry. So I'll get 2 hits, but you can mistaken target them off into the building for the bulletproof cover.
Are they not in bulletproof cover when they're behind the crater?
Are they? Right, no, I'll take your word for that. So do you want to take it on those 2 then, because they're further away from an objective, yeah? Right,
Yeah.
okay.
So saving 2 guys, you can kill 1.
I roll a 1, so you're fine. Right, and then the mortars. Right, I might as well try. I've got one of that same infantry platoon plus the heavy machine gun, right? So heavy machine gun is hit.
You can kill that.
I roll a 4, so finally got rid of heavy machine gun. See, compared to the weekend, this is most... Well, plus we have not started crying yet, so that gives you an idea what the weekend was like. And then one infantryman, I roll... Well, I got a 5, so he's hit as well.
So, saving him. You can kill him as well.
Well, he's in the open, so...
Oh, so he's just dead.
Yeah, so I'll stick... He's a commander, I'll put him in the house.
Yep.
Right, okay. Right, what am I going to do? Right. So if I kill the half-tracks and the infantry still, see, it's... Right, stop. Right, you've still got that guy, so I can't really ignore him. Right, 2 of my T-34s can only really target your SS Panzer IV, right? Just because of the line of sight that they've got, so I'll need 5s because you'll be long range and concealed. I get 2. Oh bollocks, sorry, you're right, no, I've missed. The other ones are going to go for... Just going to do a quick measurement. One of them's going to go for the half tracks, right? It's a short range, but because of the failed blitz and the concealment, you need 6s then, right? The other one is going to go for the infantry in the open, because I've not really got... I'm not going to shoot the Panzer IV again, I should have declared that earlier. So shooting the infantry that's in the open... This will take a wonder shot and 2 2s, ain't going to do it. Shooting the half tracks, a 2 and a 4, so you're fine. So that leaves me the 2 T-34s, company command plus other one. One's going to go for, company command's going to go for the half tracks. The other one's going to go for the SS guy. Right? Yep. So short range against the half tracks, I get a 5 and a 1. So one of them's hit. So I roll for firepower, I get a 2. Holy shit, I've just got to hope they don't have a good remount. Right.
It's a 5+ remount.
Another one's going for the SS geezer, I get a 4 and a 1, so that'll be 1 hit.
1 hit?
Yep, short range, concealed.
So I need a 6. I get a 3.
And I roll a 4. So, excuse me, drop cameras. I've got to make sure this one's not going to fall asleep. Okay. Then I'm going to try and shoot and scoot them. They failed last time. So the surviving platoon member rolls a 3, so he's okay. Company commander rolls a 2, so he's not okay. So he's going to go into cover, right?
So I have what left?
Right.
Last match, do I have some flame half tracks?
Flame half track remount. So they've gone.
So one is burning and one runs away.
Right. And then the infantry have to unpin.
How many is left of the infantry guys?
3.
It's a 2.
4.
They do not unpin.
Sorry, there's 4 because there's a guy away by himself. But there's only 3 in command. That's
Yeah. All right. So who is within? What is it? 8 inches now. I still need to kill 2 tanks
Yeah.
and the infantry.
yeah. What you've got to get rid of me, I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got 4 platoons when you include the mortars.
Yeah.
My infantry platoon that was part of the formation is long gone.
Yeah. Okay. We need to clean this guy. Okay. We need to do something with the Panzer Force. I think we need to drive the Panzer Force forward.
Yeah, to contest, you mean?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
You're going to kill me at some point. And maybe I can get rid of some of your guys.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to try Blitz. That's on a 3+.
Okay,
Trying to Blitz. It's a 4. So they Blitz.
okay.
So they need to cross the terrain.
Yep.
Can I get 3 guys crossing now and the guy left behind is not getting close to the woods?
He would contact in the blitz, but then if you need to move,
Okay. Yeah, I will need to move him. So I'm starting to move the 3 guys and I get a 6, 6 and a 5.
okay.
So they just jump over the thing.
Right. And then the other guy will move up.
Yeah. They just move as far as they can.
You want to now take a full tactical,
Yeah.
right?
Get them into the wheat field.
Yeah.
Move them to next to the flame hard track. Maybe even further if they can.
Yeah, I'm just trying to measure. Right, see if the guy at the back can get over the hedge.
Yeah. Okay, so doing a cross check for him. It's a 1. He's stuck.
Right.
All right. Perfect.
Right.
I have nothing left to move.
So shooting.
Are my tanks in range? Oh, you get defensive fire. Oh, no, that's fine. They will just shoot tanks.
Okay. Now, depending on who you want to shoot at, will work out the roll to hit, right? So company commander's in the open to you. Right.
But I want to kill the other guy. I think I'm going to start with the infantry.
Right, okay.
So the infantry guy in the open, he's going to shoot Panzerfaust
Right.
at your HQ, and the infantry in the building and anywhere else is going to machine gun your infantry.
Okay, doke.
Okay, so Panzerfaust is pinned, so he's hitting you on a 4. I get a 1. Then how many teams did I have left?
There's
I
3,
have 3 teams.
yeah, 3 other guys left.
Yeah. So that's 6 dice
On 4s.
shooting at concealed.
Yep.
Yeah. There's a 1 and a 1 and a 1 and a 1 and 2 5s.
Right, 2 5s. I'll roll just a couple of... Well, you've got to try and get the commissar, yeah?
Yeah.
I can.
Shift it.
I can't shift it. So he rolls a 2. Other guy rolls a 5. The commissar's away.
Okay. Then I have yeah, maybe we should just shoot.
move this in because this will. I'm going to be right. I'm going to zoom that in a bit. Right. Okay. So, yeah, the guy behind the tree line is going for the company command, and the other guy's for the book behind the wall. Okay. I'll just check your ranges.
Unless the guy behind the tree line to shoot the concealed guy.
He can.
He can. Then he prefers to shoot at him.
Right,
so then I get 2 unconcealed short range at the HQ.
Right, so 2 from here at the HQ, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So okay, so two shots at each tank.
Yep.
But needing 5s.
Let's see.
What?
You need right.
Short range.
Your 2 shooting at the company command are in the open, so they're 3s. Then you've got 1 in the field, which will need a 4, and the guy at long range a 5. So company command's going to hit in a 3.
Okay, so shooting at company command, 2 shots.
Right.
A 5, no, a 6 and a 4.
Right, he's well hit.
2 hits on him.
Right.
And then he's getting hit on what? He's getting 1 on 5 and 1 on 4s.
Yeah, the guy behind the wall is a 5 and a 4. The 4's the short range.
Yeah, okay, so 4 gets a 6 and a 5 gets a 1. So he gets hit once.
Okay.
At short range.
Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and jump off the company command hits into the platoon behind him.
Yeah.
Right. And I roll, what's cocked? I roll a 3, then, does he have to take one? No, I roll a 2 3s. So they're going to go to the platoon behind.
Yeah, you only need to roll once.
They're taking 2 hits, but they're taking it in the side. Right. I can.
Yeah, it depends because they were shooting at something, so their turrets should be pointing towards me.
What did they shoot at?
Didn't they shoot at
Aye.
some of them shot at the SS guy and some shot at somebody else.
I suppose. Well, I'm putting on these back 2 guys because they're long range.
Yeah.
So they've got better armour. And yeah, when I put the turret around, so roll your dice and the 1, 2, 3, it's the side.
Yeah. Rolling dice, it's a 4 with the turret.
And then the other one,
There's only one guy. There's only one guy getting 2 shots.
what does he get both?
Yeah, because the company command had 2 shots.
Yeah.
And then you move those 2 shots to one other team, so they don't split up.
Alright, okay. So you've got 2 dice then. He'll go to,
Dice and the turret.
so I'll go to 7 for range and roll a 1 and a 6. So 1 chance to kill.
1 chance to kill. It's a 2. He's big.
Right.
And then saving the guy behind the wall.
Right, okay. I roll a 4. Now that was short range, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So that would be a potential kill.
Possible kill. It's a 6. It's dead.
So he's a goner. And then, oh, I was going to say your SS guys, but I did.
They are no more.
They've done the SS thing and that's died for the greater glory of the motherland. Right. So that's probably going to be it. You doing any shooting and scooting with your infantry?
No shooting and scooting. Just leave it.
Right, well I've somehow managed to still stay in there, so I'm going to try and remount the Belgic tank with the company command helping. I get a 5 and a 2, so that remounts. But I don't have a lot of really good shots on your tanks from where I am because I'm kind of cross my T, so to speak.
Yeah. You can always blitz.
Yeah, I can always roll another 2, but I'll have to because there's nothing else really to shoot at. Right, okay. How do you feel about my mortars being able to see the roof of this building? There. Watch for the wee screen. There's the mortars.
Fine. You can just raise it.
Right.
Perfect.
I'll go for that. See if they can do anything. Right, so your tanks are going to mean cover whatever I do. I've got one that's in short range. One that's in short range but can't see you. What do I do, Soren? What do I do? Am I going to fail another blitz, Soren? Am I going to even try it? I think I have to.
No faith in your Soviet comrades.
I got a 6. Whew. Right. This is kind of all or nothing, really. This is hoping to get the kill and that my company commander somehow doesn't die.
Did you unpin your infantry?
But I don't think they got pinned that turn.
Oh, you didn't hit him enough.
No.
Damn it. That's right, the tanks were shooting at something. You are correct.
Right, okay, I think that's probably going to do it. So, start with, try to rearrange in the mortars then, okay?
Yep.
And if I go for the house, it's potentially, hold on a minute, cables, potentially going to get everybody. So I'll need a 5 to range in. Let's ready the camera for this. Right, I roll a 4 and then a 6. So,
So hitting me on 5.
I'll roll it for the guys because they are kind of important where they are just now. So the guy in the open, I get a 5, and the 2 guys inside, there's 1 miss but I re-roll it, and I get a 5, so there's 1 hit each.
So the guy on the outside is dead.
Yeah, one hit each, yeah.
The two guys inside.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you can kill both?
6 and a 1, so 1's away.
Oh.
Right. So that was really lucky. And then...
So they are in bad spirits.
Yes. Right, the T-34's on the hill. It's short range against your Panzer IVs, so they won't get concealment.
Yep. So 8 dice sitting on 4s.
3. Could have been better, could have been worse. So 1 each. So 1 save each. Soren,
It's dropped out. So,
can you hear me?
so yeah.
Right, so I got
I
one.
hear you now. So 3 saves,
Yeah.
beating 6s.
Yeah,
Yeah. I get a 2, a 4, and a 6.
right, okay. So,
So the one on the right-hand side can be bailed, and you can kill the other 2.
right, okay. So the bail is a 1. The kill is a 4 and a 3. So,
So 2 killed and 1 alive.
yes. Right, okay. So, I'm going to shoot my company commander at the survivor at short range but in concealment.
Yep.
Oh, I get a 6 and a 5.
Oh. Trying to save. I get a 6 and a 4.
Right, so the chance to kill is a 4, so he's away.
So I have amazing 3 teams left on the battlefield.
Yeah, I'm not finished yet. Right, I'm going to shoot. Now, before dice shooting at the guy in the open,
Yeah.
right?
Who's shooting?
The infantry. One,
They didn't move, so you can. So the guy behind can shoot as well.
yeah, that's what I'm doing. Doing 1 dice each though.
Oh, they're not the super guys.
No, they are the super guys, but I want to assault you if you're still alive. So I'm firing with my moving rate of fire,
Okay.
but only 1 hit.
Only one hit. Trying to save. Is dead.
Right, and then I'm going to try to blitz, shoot and scoot my company commander. I won, which means you can still win the game. That'll be it for me.
The guy in the open.
Oh, hold on a
The guy
sec.
in the open with best. Yep.
I can try and shoot and scoot my infantry. I got a 5. Because that will get me within 8 inches of the objective. Right, done. So, you've got 2 platoons left. When I say platoons, I mean 2 teams.
Okay. So
Unp-
to do some magic last stand.
right, so unpinning first for the
Unpinning
And then last stand.
Last stand. It's a 2.
So that'll be it.
That'll be it. Game over.
So, there you go, folks. Time for a wrap up. I'm not really sure what happened there. I thought I was dead most of the game, but I think the dice gods intervened towards the end, and all of a sudden, Soren just couldn't hit fours, no matter what he pointed at them. So, for myself, from using my list, as I said, it was a bit unsubtle, my list. It was really just drive my tanks and hope to stay alive. But my plan in the game was to put one platoon down to the wood near the nearest objective, that's on the near side of the table with the infantry, just to be a nuisance so that Soren wouldn't be able to forget about that objective, and then just try and get in the flank, see where the reserves came on, and then push on towards the objective with my infantry following up. If I could get flank shots on the Ferdinands, then great. As it was, Soren failed that move on the one turn, and then I got 2 hits out of 3. He got 2 failed saves, and that was probably critical. And sometimes the game can be like that. Just one bad turn makes all difference. But it was a total bloodbath. I lost, I think, 11 T-34s and 15 bases infantry. So it was a total bloodbath, so quite entertaining. And as far as good units in my side go, I have to say the company command did really well. Not only did he keep those 2 individual tanks on the table and up at the objective, he managed to stay there himself. So kept me in the game. But then when I look at the mortars, 6 mortars, when I work out what they did, they destroyed an infantry platoon, von Sauken, and the rest of the company HQ, and then finished off the heavy machine guns and the other infantry platoon. So I think that unit certainly deserves a medal for their contribution. But a hard-fought game that I really don't know yet how I won. So maybe you guys have got some ideas. You can put them down in the comments below. Well, Soren, what about yourself? How did you feel your list performed, and what was your plan, and did it work the way you thought it would?
Well, it worked better than I planned for. Of course, I misplayed the Mortars, so they got killed right away, but I got too greedy and hoped for killing a platoon of T-34s in the open and then shooting and scooting away. Well, I didn't kill. I killed one, then got him away, but you got onto the hill and just wiped me out. Of course, the elephants was a joy to play. Throwing 4 dices of a laser cannon that just goes through everything, that was really nice. And I hit a lot of stuff on 5s and 6s, so that was good. Von Sauken, that's really, really, really nice if you can put him somewhere where he can give all your units a 2+ tactics. Shooting and scooting back and forth with your big guns or your tanks, that's just perfect. Sadly, the middle of the web where von Sauken was pulling all the strings was directly under the mortar template. So maybe I should have put them somewhere else. In hindsight, the mortars had that feast, just killing little German infantrymen. But it was nice. I like your move. Of course, I put the minefields on my right flank to protect the forward objectives. Put it all in one string, so you can't go unless you put your infantry in it. Put some machine guns to wipe out infantry that's going into the minefield. So that worked great. My Panzer Force, I'm having problem with the SS Panther Force. Getting hit on 3s, it's really hard. Especially if you don't get too much concealment, then it's just like playing Russian, just with expensive equipment. So, but otherwise, I enjoyed it. It was good fielding the Ferdinand. The elephants. I'm sure I'm gonna try it again. It was a lovely table to play on, and it's always good to roll some dice. So thank you, Frank.
It was a great playing somebody who I've never played before, someone who's outside of our bubble, and especially the tiny little bubble that we've got just now because of the restrictions. And I learned a lot about the rules of the game as well. There was lots of things that I wasn't doing right, and playing with somebody who, well, put it this way, I'm maybe a little bit of a lazy player at times, and I think Soren, that you kind of player who concentrates more on the details of the game. So that's really good for me to be able to get that experience and then just tighten up my act a bit, and I can then with that experience I can put it around other players that I play with. Because the intention is still to do more of these kind of distance games whilst we have to, but then once we can play each other in Scotland face to face, I still want to do these games. It'd be great for you to play one of my fellow Scottish players, for instance, and have two players playing at a distance. I can then concentrate on the table and get the cameras moving around more and make it a more immersive kind of experience, and just see where the distance playing in the YouTube live can take us.
No, just thank you, Frank. It's been a joy playing you, and hopefully we can do it sometime again.
Good stuff. Thanks, Soren, for making the effort to help do all this, and I'll be in touch. And folks, remember, burn the bridges, look at the Facebook link below, check in them, follow them, see what they're up to. And if you're in Iceland, some of you are bound to be in Iceland at some point, go in and see Soren.
Yeah, and don't forget that every other year we have the Polar Bear Tournament in January. So this January in 2022, we'll have another polar bear. So if you don't know what you're doing in the dark and cold hours, come to Iceland. It's hot and warm and cozy and lots of sun, and roll some dice and play Polar Bear 6.
Great idea. Right. Thanks, Soren. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you again on the next one.